This channel is supported by Truefire. Truefire is an online library
enough, you can get the Truefire All Access Pass for as cheap as they ever do it, the $99 thing. So just jump and do that if you're looking for the best price that you can get Truefire All Access for. Okay, so Fender do so much that I think it's sometimes hard to keep up with some of the bits that are going on. But I was having a chat with the guy I speak to at Fender, and I specifically asked about the Tonemaster Pro and also the new American Ultra Vintage Luxe. And he kind of talked to me about this, which is, I didn't realise it would be in a case. Okay, that's why it was heavy, which is, maybe I'll get the other camera so you can have the first view of it. And what lies beneath, you probably already tell from the thumbnail, hey, Fender Road Worn. Now the reason that I said, has this been seen to by Customs? The reason that the Road Worn series has always been kind of had a special place in my heart is that the very first Fender that I ever bought was a Fender, a Road Worn. It was a black Road Worn 50 Strat from the first series. I bought that for I think about £500 back in about 2011. I shouldn't have sold that guitar, but I did. It's too late now. So, kind of got that very light, looks to me sort of like a buffing wheel kind of style of aging there. It's Nitro, hard case. Ooh, the neck actually feels... Right, let me get it out of the case.
So the neck, actually, this is quite interesting to me. So there's 2 spots of wear, which is a little bit different to the normal sort of Fender way of relicking these things, where it's normally like, okay, from this point to here. I'll get my other custom shop out and show you this. But this, to me, is a little bit more, potentially, more authentic. Maybe, where you'd have like 2 spots of wear. Like, you know, if I've got my actual guitar here that has some Nitro with some wear on it, wear is not uniform. Otherwise, it's a very kind of light relic. Although some of the hardware here has got some relicking too. 7s in the serial number, that's good for me. I like, it's my favourite number. This is nicely well aligned. Features. Well, first of all, this rosewood vintage style mid-60s pickups and early 60s C-shaped neck. I've got to assume that this is actually a 50s. So that aside, how does it play? Now, first of all, of course, this has been sent to me. So it's got like a bit of a maple cap on it, actually, that I could see. So it's like a 2-piece maple neck, just I can tell from the way that that is constructed. The finish, I think, looks quite fantastic. It's got a bit of checking on it now as well. Like, you can tell that it's Nitro, a very thin finish. I think this, I don't know, this to me, I think I'm very impressed so far. Just because, you know, it's lightweight. I think they got some real key things right about it spec-wise. Like the neck shape just feels perfect. It's like brilliant. Not too thick, not too thin. I think it's got 9s on it out of the factory. Bit of a boost here. I would say it's got like a little bit of that sort of tacky feel that Nitro sometimes has at the moment. Now that hopefully over time with a bit more playing will start to sort of fade away. I like, it doesn't have like a super glossy feel to it though. It's got like a bit of a slightly rougher feel to it, so it doesn't feel super satin like it would do if it was all the way back, and it doesn't feel super glossy like if you bought an American vintage, it's like this really nice midway spot. I'm really enjoying it so far. There's a bit of aging on the hardware as well. This is a pretty tidy job. I don't know how much they're charging for this. If I didn't know that it wasn't a Fender Custom Shop, what would be the giveaways? I think maybe the fret ends would be a little bit tidier on a Fender Custom Shop, and I do think the relicing, you don't tend to see this more buffer style relicing. The body to me looks like a very sort of like journeyman-ish sort of relic, but yeah, I would say it's not far off that kind of custom shop kind of vibe to me. Also, I guess the scratch plate doesn't really have much in the way of aging, and custom shop stuff you'd hope doesn't come with the wrong sticker, but stick a black pickguard on here, and I do think you got a pretty interesting guitar. Especially, I'm going to presume that this isn't too much over 1,000 or so. I'm going to guess. Would I choose this over a normal Fender Vintera? I think absolutely, just for the Nitro qualities of it, which is not about tone or anything, but more about how the guitar sort of grows in character and vibe the longer you spend with it. That would be the reason that I would pick this over like an ordinary Vintera, I think. This edge here, I think that might be more smoothed over if it was coming from the Fender Custom Shop. I actually prefer the concept of the wear of this neck, where you've got like islands of wear. I do really like that as an idea. I don't know how much you'll see here, but it's not like, it's a really nice feel to the neck actually, where it's not too glossed over. It does have a slightly tacky Nitro feel, which if you're like looking for that sort of thing, this is something that can happen with Nitro guitars and varies. I think as it cures, hopefully this kind of thing dries up slightly, but at the moment it's like a little bit grippy, but that can change. A really thin Nitro finish looks to me, very lightweight guitar. The neck shape is pretty gorgeous. It's not too fat, which was one of those things with like the no-caster 50s telly thing that typically in some instances you find that Fender would put like quite a chunky neck on it, which I think this is actually a bit more middle of the road, more likely going to be something that actually pleases people. Obviously this is a 60s telly with the rosewood fretboard, as you can see. Yes, hard case coming along for the ride, steel bridge instead of brass, white guard thing that they're basing it on, but yeah, I don't know exactly what it's based on right now, but it doesn't feel like it's a 7.25 inch radius, I would say that, so maybe they've gone for the 9.5. I'll check the specs for that, but yeah, very impressed. I think I want to put some at least 9.5s on it, maybe 10s, because again, this has come from Fender with 9.9s on it, not 9 point anything.